It's September 13th, 2013. It's a Friday, the 13th. I'm Roxanne Grinage, Legal Assistant, Marketing Careers Project Manager, Owner, Higher Lyrics Administrative Services. It looks like we got a voicemail slid by us. Let's see.
Enter your password. You have one unheard message. First unheard message. Urgent message.
Roxanne, hi. Lenore, I don't know if you'll get this. I don't know who this is that's taken over my life. I'm in Germany virtually. I've been around the world virtually. This software I've been helping fabricate. I've been a tester since 2001, and no one told me. At any rate, I am kidnapped. I am jailed. All my stuff has been stolen. My email belongs to someone else, and Twitter sold my site to someone. And it's more than a brain handle and a disabled one. They also did to put me in a place where they hate ethnic ethnicity. And they kept taking my
end of message. To delete this message.
Oh my God, that's Arango Lenore. Hold on, no one's done more work than Arango Lenore in reform work and children's and families' rights. Let's see if we can get back to her on that number. She says she's jailed.
Hello?
Hi, Arango?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Roxanne.
Is it Roxanne?
Yes, this is Roxanne Grinage.
Hi, how are you?
No, how are you? You scared me to death. I just got a voicemail saying you're jailed.
No, they have blocked me for 9 months from being anywhere, and Roxanne, they're doing it through anonymous.
Listen, I need you to tell me your location.
Currently, I became his. Well, he bought me from I didn't know they could sell an account that was not inactive.
Yeah, but you're saying I became a test subject back in 2001.
It also there is a digital that dupe one. Actually, it's here in the United States, but I found him, the one who claims he wrote the program. And it's all going to be in Chinese, but that is who is him, who made actually they're having a consortium inside.
Now listen, you're saying it on the third page of this fax towards the bottom, it says work for you to document. 1. I became a test subject back in 2001 with the built-in camera holding a forum. Your world you would not believe. Now, was that who is, or was that Wiki?
That's the Duam, I think, it's all together. The guy has my history, but it's in Chinese, and I can't get it. I don't know what this is. I looked it up on Google because only Google.
Yeah, but who could understand all this technology that's going on? But we understand when we get locked in our houses and held under house arrest and can't go nowhere. We understand that.
Try to get out of Facebook if you can, because they're the ones who helped me to sent me to UK. Try to what else? Know who is, because they will keep your IP and sell it, or keep it because it'll have a bunch of companies. They give you huge contracts. It's the UK attacking us, not the Chinese. I mean, Google buys all their products from China. Whatever comes down, I don't want to go into it. That's why they won't let me out. And okay, just be careful. Tell them to be very careful. Try to get off of Facebook. And I'm not going anywhere anymore. I don't know. I'm thinking of just opening a blog somewhere from someplace if ever I get in line again. and looking at it there because.
Arango, can you elaborate? What are they? What is the electronic or the technology threat for us being on Facebook? Why should we get off of Facebook? What are they doing to us?
I was put in that when they upgraded the group.
Yes.
They put me okay. Everyone was fighting for me. I don't know why, but it was called Google Promo because they have a syndicate. So they lifted me up and they put me in the where Google not Facebook upgrades us to that link that everything's the
cloud. This cloud thing that they have. This everything goes into the cloud.
Yeah, it's the bucket thing or whatever they call it. They every OS to be able to go to OS. They sent us to that link. Then I was on there, and from there, I can't tell if it's real or not. From there, Mercury was working with me, and I thought was working with me. Hooked up with Google, and I don't know how it happened. They have repository of all these people. I didn't know that either. Where they feel like it and think they run through a program, which is not the case. They will come to they call it a boot. Google gets patterns, and because it does its own everything. And they take everything from the inside of your computer out. And if you go to Delicious or Permalink or Topsy, I'm all in there. Everything I've ever done, Brett.
Okay, let me read these last 3 lines just for the audio to go on anybody who's listening to our video. Okay, it says this is from this is Roxanne Grinage, legal assistant, marketing careers project manager, higher lyrics administrative services. I received today, September 16th, a 3-page fax of written notes from Arango Lenore, who many people in our Facebook community, our CPS reform community, government reform, judicial accountability, economic and educational reform, and child safety and public integrity reform are very concerned about, because she has been a forerunner, a predecessor, literally a hero, there's been no one who's done more than Arango Lenore for the reform and making this world a better place, especially here in our nation. And we haven't heard from her. When we do hear from her, her messages are immediately erased or blocked, and we were very concerned about her. Now we have heard from her by telephone first. She's contacted me, and now she's followed up and given me her handwritten notes and permission to publish work for you to document. 1, I became test subject back in 2001 with the build-in camera holding a forum you would not believe. 2, Wiki says I came to do the dictionary project. 3, help build this most dangerous software, IBM and Google Fedora. Okay, we're gonna close this sound file here, right here, and Arango, you need to know you have all of our prayers, and please continue to feed me anything that you want the world to know.
I just want to know how can they do this? Because it's not just going to happen to me. There's a lot of people out there who can't find their way home. I'm not the only one out there.
Oh yeah, these huge search engines, of course, they affect a lot of people.
Yeah.
But you're not the first case. You're not the first case of cyber terrorism that we've had, where people are made to look as though they're crazy, they're out of their mind. They get to the point where they can't leave their house. They're terrorized.
They were going to send me away.
Yeah. They fix it so they can't even leave their house. Sometimes we're finding a connection that their house is sitting on a piece of geological significant property, like there's minerals or gold or precious metals in there, or it might be an elevation such that a satellite.
Google wants to take over the world, okay?
Google wants to.
Oh yes, and be careful with I think Google bought Wiki, or it opened and fast link Wiki. It's don't want to go there. It's amazing. At any rate, I want this to get to please, they took away, you could be like that to people. I mean, I call my people because we're the ethnic, the minorities. And, but they took away, in NAACP. They don't want them on Facebook, by the way. NAACP. And then I put Vangelis' name there, and when you get a chance, if you can just,
yeah, the NAACP took action for the first, it was like, the NAACP had become sort of, lukewarm and not to be, this is my opinion, not to be taken seriously as a trailblazer for civil rights or human rights or black people's rights or anybody's rights. They were just, as far as I was concerned, they were like milk toast. But after the Trayvon Martin travesty, the sentence, the NAACP took the most decisive stance it ever took. And it overhauled their logo and actually took a side. And now I notice that their links are disappearing as well from Facebook.
It's going to because they wouldn't let me talk to them, and oh God, the things I had to hear. I think they put me in the middle of one of those people with no hair place, whatever they are, the popping Ku Klux Klan. And what they did to me and the children, I've never had racism like that. They called my what the hell? They're mean, and I was a servant. I was purchase. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
According to, and you read that, and what I have gone through, I don't understand how it is humanly possible that I, living in the United States, have been put through 9 or 10 months of this part, not to mention the 2001, and everything is fraud. Everything, I think
fraud.
Oracle.
Yeah, it's to the point where they had to come. The Department of Justice had to come up with a definition for official corruption, fraud, and civil rights violation. Yeah, right. Everything is fraud. It's a big ass lie. All right.
And with this new cloud, they cloud so it's like a mirror. And then you think I'm looking at Creative Commons, and they're yelling at me. And then everything that was wrong in the world is they wanted me to sign. I said, no. What I put there, I'm not signing anything. Oh, then we're not letting you all out.
They're not letting you out. Wow. What do they have you do? They have you trapped in a cyber block or something? You can't get on the ISP. You can't get on to use the ISPs to see all the websites.
Just remember now, they took my computer and everything out of it, including the children's files and all my research. I was getting ready to do the bill.
Did they take your computer with a warrant, or they just took it without permission?
No. They put me in this place that I didn't know I was in a consortium. I have no idea what a consortium is, nor do I care. But anyway, it was part of the village pump. Apparently it was to everyone because they don't even like to talk about it. So Google Media Wiki put me at the village pump. And they didn't have my name. I said, what is my name? They gave me some IP, and they signed me in as Joe Doe or something like that. I said, I never wanted to be. Anyway, from that consortium, people started entering my machine like if I was having an open house. I was the host, but I didn't know I was hosting, but I knew I had people. And whoever built that software for that consortium said it was his. And he put in, now they call it a Hydro H2O, put that in, locked it, and Google got 3 patents. I have patent numbers. And sold everything inside it because I wouldn't sign off on it.
Let me get this up because I know the Florida family, New Civil Rights Heroes, and everybody on Facebook is going to want to know, is going to be very excited that I heard from you. And I'm going to be the one to get the word out that you're fighting, you're holding on, and you're giving us valuable information so that we don't suffer the same terrorism.
And another one who got me in trouble, be careful with what is it,
WordPress?
Yeah, be careful because Jeremy was the one who got me the virus.
Yeah.
He's the one that said he was saving my life. Mm-hmm. He's the one who put the virus in. So, yeah, just be careful.
Okay.
Nobody out there is a phantom.
Okay, everybody's a phantom. Yep, you got that right. All right, thank you. Arango, we love you so much, okay? And I'll keep looking.
Love you too. Can we get this to Washington somehow on a petition or something?
Listen, I am one of 4 featured speakers before the U.S. Senate on the Congressional Educational Panel for the Family Preservationists, all right, on April 10th. I'm going to be speaking to the U.S. Senate, but I'm preparing books that I'm going to hand out to each Senate member and 100 on the lawn free, right? The books are going to have my practice model for the U.S. Citizens Control Public Database and 5 key case studies to educate them about what it's not each case study is going to represent part of the innovation of reform. So there'll be one CPS reform, judicial accountability, and this is I'm going to use this as the cyber terrorism reform. The case study. Yeah, we can get it to Washington. And whenever I go to Washington anyway, I deliver my claims data straight to the Department of Justice. Even though a lot of people say, Roxanne, they don't really care, they're not doing anything. We see in the paper when they're indictments, when they're investigations, they are investigating. The feds aren't going to come and just say, oh, pat you on your back, thanks for the good work. They care about where the money's going. And when you start showing them somebody's embezzling Recovery Act money, Social Security, disability fraud, child support enforcement fraud, IRS, then all of a sudden they get real interested. We had in the Sunday paper today 5 Philadelphia judges' financial records subpoenaed by prosecutors. Okay?
You know that no one believes me more.
I'm going to keep shooting it at him.
I don't do my petition anymore either. I'm not allowed to petition.
You want me to start a petition? I'll do a petition. What the heck? I'll do a petition and take the petition signing to D.C. and give it to them right in the books. They could be an appendix for the book.
This is terrible. I put a thing yesterday, and I'm in the communist country. I'm in Germany or somewhere.
No, we are quickly we're supposed to be capitalists, and its truest form, capitalism, works really well. I mean, supply and demand, competition, but it's not anymore. It's truly fascist. It's really gangster, mob style. It's always been. It's always been, and now with this, we're watching. It's whoever can enforce their law, whoever has the guns and the ability to enforce what they say. Those are the people that are going to be in control. You know, you have to be able to enforce what you say.
There's another thing probably that got me in trouble. The privatized people who privatized the jails. Now they want to go to the schools.
They're just one more billing contractor. Listen, that's why they want to disarm us. That's why they want to say nobody needs a gun. That's so you can go up and be shot up in your own home and your school, and they can come and round you up when they get ready and send you to FEMA camps. All right? Take all your possessions and belongings.
He spoke that he's retiring next year, but with me and him, with the gun laughing. The Trayvon, I had the gun down here, and then they cut me off midway.
Let me share this with you, Arango. You probably already noticed because you were the source, you were the standard of information. So, do you know that a lot of people have forgotten that right before President Bush left office, he signed it into law. A bill was introduced when all the controversy going on about the torture techniques and what was okay and what wasn't okay, right? He signed it into law, the whole bill. If you read it, it's a book, but it actually says in great detail, not only is the waterboarding okay, but it's okay if somebody is suspected of treason or you have suspicion of terrorism. You don't have to read them any charges. You can take them into custody. Don't take them away from their home. You can dig a pit, a ditch in the ground, bury them, let them be in their own feces and waste product up to their shoulders, make them watch while the soldiers rape and or the militia rape their own children and wives and beat them in front of them. That's an acceptable, lawful form of torture. And that has not been rescinded. That has not been turned around. Everybody just forgot about it, you know? And they do it when they get ready.
You know what their background is torture.
Yeah, they're not our people. They're not the young men and women we raise. They're going out hiring these mercenaries from another country who don't have no care for us.
So what we're going to do is I have looked everywhere for protection.
Well, the first thing I feel we need to do is fight for our Second Amendment rights out, bear arms. We need to keep our guns. We don't need nobody's permission to have a gun. They don't seem to have they need permission to have a gun.
Especially, and I wrote it in how they took me away from house. I'm not allowed to talk to the media. They took away all my copyrights. And they put them under their name. They even took my one of my biographies that I was working on that went missing on the girl who was 18 years and had the baby and all that.
Oh my God.
On her, and the papers disappeared. My research, I was waiting to interview her, and they came out the other day.
Wow.
They did a very good job. But what I was going to say is, we have a problem, and it's called mismanagement. And I've been doing a little bit of research on the school supply thing because I'm forever. It took, I don't know how long, 2 years to get someone that could asbestos out of a school in the British city because the minority people's taxes is what pays for their schooling. Yeah, I don't find that any advantage to anyone. And a study shows, what is it, Iceland or actually Switzerland, that you have to give, if you give the minorities a help up, that they will be a help up. And if we keep them down, they'll be down. So,
yeah, the more that you say that you did, you're truly a hero, but that's all the more reason why you were targeted. You know, they target the people that are the trailblazers, that just say, I don't care, I'm pushing forward, or what else do I have to lose? And you did so much, Arango. What you had in your files and your research, I mean, it was like invaluable, priceless to somebody who wants to stand on your shoulders and build a kingdom that they didn't earn. You know what I'm saying? They want to be kings in kingdoms they didn't earn. They didn't build them.
Yeah. I don't think I was that, but it fulfilled me. And I felt I was, doing something.
You were a beacon, a shining light, and you said, hey, everybody, let's go over there and get that light. Yeah.
Well, when you do talk about the schools, look into that. The fact that the minority schools are made by the taxes of schools here, I think. I don't know about the rich schools or the private ones, but the public schools are as good as the neighborhoods are going to be in. In other words, somewhere, someplace, if we care about not being a third world country, we have to educate our children. Okay? And I'm more progressive. Education is not a privilege.
Yeah, the President Obama said in his State of the Union message, we have to out-innovate, out-teach. Right now, the rest of the world, in order for us to be competitive on the global market, you know, America looks damn near retarded to the global market.
Yeah.
Our children, forget about our grade point average. They can't even finish school. Why can't they finish school? Because they've been funneled through the people eating machine. Personally injured, disabled, don't know who the hell they are. Their career contribution totally stifled. It's fed into human trafficking, sex slavery, runaway, homelessness, drug addiction, early incarceration instead of mathematics, science, space travel, bioengineering.
Sounds like my mom. we're bad here.
I don't care how much money you pour into education. A child can't receive it if they're jacked up before they get to kindergarten.
Now, that's another thing that bothers them a lot here. The senators.
That's another one thing.
Well, you know what? I just want a reason. I wasn't going to give up. My mom really, when I was hearing voices inside the phone, I kept saying, I'm hearing voices. Man, my bipolar.
I'm glad you stopped taking that. I'm still glad you stopped taking that Hell Unleashed on Earth crap, that interferon. That was Hell Unleashed on Earth. And I listen, Arango.
That too. When they did this to me, I begged them. I cried. Whoever they are, whatever it is, or how. I told them, I put there today, I said, I now really believe, I didn't think so, but there are people whose hearts are gone, they're stones.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
their hearts are gone.
Shame.
Listen, Arango, I'm going to send you a copy of the book. I told Felice Luna, her part about her two sons are going in January 1. I'm closing out all content January 1. Everything, for us happens during tax refund season. So first week of February, we're printing up the book. So I'm going to send you a copy of the book that's going to D.C., all right, to the Senate.
Okay, but you got to organize a little bit. Don't put so much in one page. I get you that you got to let them know everything.
Oh, yeah. That's, like I said, we got the Access database, and my daughter set it all up for me. I'm plugging in all the data, and I'm going to run nice, clean reports. I'm also going to show, and I'm talking about practice models and case studies. It's going to be the same expert witness report according to the federal rules of evidence and how we refer it to prosecutors. It's not going to be like a Roxanne Grinage going on and on about these crazy people. It's literally going to be an expert witness report.
For what you do, because it gives you an idea. You say something you don't do. I really wish you would talk to Ben. I know you're not impressed with him, but he means his best for. He's realizing we're going backwards instead of forward.
Who?
And Ben Jealous, he's from NAACP, he's the CEO. I help him tell. And
I don't have a lot of respect for the NAACP. I believe they sold us out. Jesse Jackson.
I do. No, I don't. I know some did.
Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. They were opportunists.
Yeah, it wasn't him. Guess what? He's retiring next year. He loves what he does.
Well, you don't hire lyrics accommodates. We don't solicit anybody who approaches us. We make ourselves available to accommodate. So if he were to contact me, of course I'd talk to him. But we don't chase nobody down trying to tell him nothing. We just be documenting.
I want you to tell him that I did not. I think they sent them a note that I didn't want to be part of.
Oh, wait a minute. This is this Leo. The first name is Leo that you said you want to get word to a Leo that you didn't abandon him?
That's Zealous. It's the CEO.
Leo Zealous, the CEO of NAACP. All right, I'll document that. That you did not abandon him. And you're trying to get word to him.
I left my house. I was in charge of, I was doing all the returns and the thank yous and getting the signatures and everything, and these people would put nasty things about on me. So I don't know if they told them I quit or I never quit. I would never quit such a thing. I started it. So I just want them to know that I mean trying like I can't. They took his number. They took everything. I'm not. They don't want him there.
No, I'll find him. No, you want to get a message to him, and I'm going to find him. Okay, it ain't going to be hard to find Leo Zealous at NAACP.
Headquarters.
I'll send him an email. I'll send him a note. Or if they got a response form right there in their headquarters, I'll let them know. That's what we do. We refer claims data. You just made a claim. I'm going to make sure it gets referred. All right? Okay. Officially.
We worked on the AIDS project together, and it was. We got the Baptist people, the church guys, pastors. We had spaghetti dinners, and the CV, whatever it is, came in to train on AIDS. That was a coup d'etat. So these are things that are important.
Okay, right. Listen, it's approaching 6 o'clock, and I promised myself and my family I'd take care of my health and cut my work day off at 6 p.m. So I got
Go
it.
for it. Go, honey. God bless you.
Okay.
And the family.
All right.
Okay.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you back. Bye.